Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Prescott now on 2nd down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. 3rd down here.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but it does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. As Baltimore makes their way back out here on offense, a chance to discuss their 3-game winning streak. Now they're at 7-5. Last week, a 10-point win over the Falcons. All of a sudden, this is looking like a pretty good playoff team.
And how about the rookie quarterback, Lamar Jackson, getting a lot of attention. Won his 3rd straight game, his 1st on the road. Scored their only offensive touchdown, a 13-yard run, which is what he does best. But Baltimore's defense, still dominating. How about this? The Ravens finished with a commanding 366 to 131 edge in total yards. It held Atlanta just 2 of 9 in 3rd down situations. That's grounding the high-flying Falcons.
Now, good luck doing that this week as they go to Kansas City. It will be a stiff test. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And now running right through it. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them.
Man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, 44 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play. But if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Drops it underneath to Elliott. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Carr on the coverage there. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 66 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And the return man, Chris Moore. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. Play action. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The give is to Elliott. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play here for the Cowboys. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's got this one down to the 10. Second down a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Prescott from the gun. That's complete right around the 8. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing, Prescott, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jeff Swaim, a 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Cowboys draw a bit closer. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, anytime it's a toss or a pitch play, it's a battle for the edges. Who's going to control the edge of the line of scrimmage?
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. DeMarcus Lawrence coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's Austin. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first down carry by Elliott. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Second down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though, for him. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now they try the right side here. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Performance, 4 first-half touchdowns, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, shifts past him. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's Prescott. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and forever. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. He can run for it, and he will. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big 1st down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up.
Here we go, 46.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. And even 40 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Quick look ahead to Week 14 and what's on tap. A couple of good games, at least historically. Pittsburgh and Oakland and Philly and Dallas.
And all of a sudden, I'm 8 years old again. Because Pittsburgh and Oakland, when I hear those names, I'm thinking, who's going to win and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl? That's what it felt like when I was growing up. How about the one that's got flexed in? The Rams and Bears playing in Soldier Field on Sunday night.
Yeah, that'll be good. And then Vikings-Seahawks on Monday night. So 2 great ones to finish off the weekend.
Yeah, these teams are fighting for wild card spots. And, of course, maybe even a division title or 2.
This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Let's go! 319! 319! Hot! Hot!
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, across the NFL, all the byes are done, so the 32 teams have played exactly 12 games. And if you look at the offensive leaders right now, Charles, starting with passing, Ben Roethlisberger at the top, but Patrick Mahomes is right on his heels.
Just 22 yards behind, and he's the guy that everyone is focused in on. He's fun to watch. How about the rest of the top 5? Matt Ryan, Jared Goff, and Aaron Rodgers. The guys toting the ball. Todd Gurley leads with 1,175 yards. Ezekiel Elliott right on his heels as well.
Yeah, those are the 2 1,000-yard rushers right now in the National Football League. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Prescott looks to throw on first. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
It's coming now.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. A first down throw for Prescott. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Prescott eluding the pressure right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
Prescott now steps away to his left. Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got him in. Complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Jackson on first down. Shakes off the sack. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They go play action now. Jackson. Now he'll escape to his left. Now he's forced out left. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to... And he coughed it up! And the Cowboys have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Here we go, 46. 46.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Terrell Suggs able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will get them one closer. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best one.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. He may try and run for this. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. David Irving. He's the one that finally ends up corralling him, and my goodness, that is a disastrous loss. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll go option to the short side. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 14 yards there on the pickup, and they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still third and long. Play action. It's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And with that incompletion, let's have a little fun and give a shout-out to the latest 1,000-yard rusher in the NFL, Tom Brady. Only took him 19 years, but he got there.
Did you really have to go snarky there on Tom Brady, getting 19 years to get to 1,000 yards?
We praise him on everything, the incredible career, but, man, 19 years for 1,000. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys are in for 6. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Montgomery. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Play action. Now Jackson flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep rights. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. John Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker now for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here we go, 46, 46.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Prescott from the gun on third. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys will have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Prescott from the gun. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Prescott now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Prescott now on 2nd down. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
It's caught right side, it turns. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Awesome. Here we go. 47.
Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
After the interception, here's Jackson escaping the pressure right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It must be something about the night air, because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
And he's got room. The quick feet by Jackson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 65 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Second down, Prescott. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now a play fake here on first down. His throw incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They go play action with Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 3rd down, Jackson. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree from 13 yards out. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker now to add the point after. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Cowboys. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 52 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And he'll bang that one through. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you... But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Here's Jackson to throw, and this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big run that time by Elliott. Give him 69 yards on the ground. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll go on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He may try and run for this. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. They start on the ground with Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Elliott. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 54 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. So just a three-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is...
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Brandon Carr there to make the stop. They go to Elliott again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
This is Elliott, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run with Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Elliott. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
To my